Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here. Welcome back to another Vanguard video. Today, we finally have the Season 2 roadmap. To be honest, I wasn't expecting them to post the roadmap today because we just got the story cinematic trailer, but here we go. We got a lot of stuff on the roadmap. And to better understand what is actually going to be happening in Season 2, let's go ahead and check out the blog post on the Call of Duty website. Here we go. So once again here is the image of the roadmap. I'm looking at the zombies section here because this looks pretty interesting. We got a new map, Terra Maledicta, which that sounds kind of interesting. We got a new enemy type. The ray gun is coming to the game, which I never thought in a million years that the ray gun would be a highlight for content being added to the game. You'd think the ray gun would have been there at launch, but we also have the Decimator shield as a wonder weapon. We have the story quest. We have a new artifact. We have the new deity. We got a lot of stuff for zombies. We got some stuff for Warzone and multiplayer. Let's just go ahead and jump into it. So let's go ahead and start with the Warzone stuff because Warzone is the first thing up in the article here. It says Nebula 5, ammo and bombs. Nebula 5 is meant for larger scale armaments, but can be used for small arms, ammunition, and bombs, both found in extremely small quantities around Caldera. Ammo. It says here, classified as a field upgrade in Warzone, Nebula 5 ammo is no stronger than regular bullets, but does have one major exception. When an operator is downed by them, they will emit a poisonous gas cloud. Kind of interesting. Anyone attempting to revive this operator or standing within a few feet of them will face similar complications to circle collapse exposure, coughing, blurred vision, and a slight amount of damage over time, whether that be to a player's health or to their gas mask duration. Interesting concept, but I don't know, man. That sounds like it could be a really annoying feature for a lot of players in Warzone. Nebula 5 ammo only takes up a single clip of ammunition, but for some weapons that may be enough to turn the tide of a team fight, especially within interior spaces. So at least you only get it for one magazine. But moving on, we have the bombs here. Once activated and set down in front of an operator, it will detonate after a fixed countdown and cannot be disarmed or destroyed. Its initial explosion deals a high amount of damage in a small radius before the gas spreads outward, where it will hurt any operator without a gas mask. The gas lingers for 2 minutes before ultimately dispersing or feeding into the oncoming circle collapse. So that's kind of interesting. It could be interesting to see how that works, but the gas bullets do sound kind of OP. But next up, we have the decontamination stations here. It says, despite its toxicity, Nebula 5 can also be temporarily dispersed. The portable decontamination station, new field equipment in Caldera, is a portable device that filtrates air for several seconds, protecting anyone inside from the circle collapse or Nebula 5 gas. That is going to be really overpowered. I'm telling you guys right now, people are going to be sitting in the gas, and people who don't have that are going to be beamed by people that are outside the gas. I can already see it. People are going to not like that one. It looks like we also have armored transport trucks that are carrying Nebula 5s, kind of like a world event that's going to be happening around Caldera. And we have a new point of interest here, the chemical factory, which looks like this is where we're going to be finding some of the Nebula 5 bullets and the Nebula 5 bombs. We also have a new bomber plane being added to Caldera, which I don't know how that's going to be, but sure, why not? A bomber plane. Now moving on to Vanguard multiplayer, I know I skipped over some stuff when it comes to Warzone, but I just wanted to include things in this video that I see are highlights that are coming to Season 2. So if you guys want to read the rest of the article, I will leave it linked down below in the description. But for now, Vanguard multiplayer. We finally have ranked play coming to the game, which I know a lot of people were asking for. We have 2 new multiplayer maps. It says duck through the busy streets of Casablanca or partake in some ski shooting in Gondola, 2 mid-sized maps ready to be mastered. So of course here is ranked play. We got some of the characters in the CDL skins right here, which is great to see. We're finally getting ranked play. We have Casablanca, which is a launch Season 2 map. We also have Gondola, which is also a launch Season 2 map, which is pretty cool. We have 2 new perks, a lethal grenade and a kill streak. We have the ball turret gunner kill streak here. We have the sticky bomb lethal equipment, so basically like a Semtex. We also have a new perk called Armory, which it says here, a direct counter perk to engineering engineer. Armory is ideal for operators who use more than just their weaponry in combat, namely placeable demolition charges, concussion mines, and placeable field equipment pieces. So that's kind of interesting. We also have Mechanic, which is a 3 perk, or a 3rd perk in the 3rd perk slot. Mechanic provides a reasonable buff to field upgrade charge time, making it a must-have for completing challenges related to them or for operators who love using them. And then it looks like for Valentine's Day, we have a murderous pink teddy bear. Let's go ahead and see what this is about. Don't have an IRL duo for Season 2 launch day? Vanguard will feature a Valentine's Day themed experience with some double XP opportunities and thematic changes for dropping in around this time. No love is needed to enjoy it. Aw, just invite some friends and prepare to fight for a true King of Hearts. So, I don't know what that means, but that's all we got when it comes to Valentine's Day. This looks kind of weird, but kind of funny at the same time. And here we go, everybody. Finally, Vanguard Zombies is getting content. Here we go. Whatever this is, this looks fucking cool. I'm sorry, that looks really cool. I know Vanguard Zombies isn't in the greatest state right now, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. That looks really cool. Dimensions shift and the dark ether opens. The undead assault heats up in Egypt's eastern desert, where a portal to the dark ether opens alongside other new arenas. A new artifact gives you strength to conquer the deceiver. Verkana the Last joins the fight to tend to your squad's wounds with healing aura and aid against the 3-faced Zabala the Deceiver. Wonder weapons to aid with new objectives and story quests. Wield the ray gun and decimator shield along new armaments as you partake in sacrifice and uncover the secret to defeating Cortifex. That sounds pretty freaking cool, actually. So let's go ahead and read about Terra Maledicta, which looks like is its own map with its own regions, like I previously predicted, that we're going to be getting new maps that have their own dedicated regions. So let's go ahead and read. Duran Fong was only the beginning. As the undead army prepares to invade a new front, Kraft & Company take the fight to Von List in Terra Maledicta, a new zombies experience in Egypt's eastern desert and abroad. Gateways to new arenas will open, including the Dark Ether itself, in an entirely new location for Vanguard Zombies. Professor Kraft and his Special Forces fighters have established a beachhead within the Dark Ether in the fight against Von List, where they'll risk everything to obtain a lost page from the Tome of Rituals. Let's go ahead and read about the new artifact power from Verkana the Last, which is Healing Aura, which everybody should be familiar with from Black Ops Cold War Zombies. Tier 1, the base version of Healing Aura says, the Wand of the Wilds, that's a cool name, summons Verkana's life energy to instantly heal yourself and allies to full health. Okay, that's pretty cool, pretty standard. Tier 2, knock down normal enemies and stun special enemies near players. Not bad. Tier 3, revive all downed allies. That's very good. Tier 4, revived allies have their lost perks returned. That's very good, because if you guys don't already know, in Vanguard Zombies, when you go down, you lose a perk tier, so that's very, very helpful. Tier 5, the life energy persists at each player's location for 10 seconds and continues to heal and revive players. That's very helpful. It sounds like Healing Aura is going to be pretty good in this game. Let's read about the new enemy, Zabala the Deceiver, a cunning and shifty trickster, which she looks kind of menacing here. Those brave enough to survive in Duran Fong or Terra Maledicta for multiple rounds will come across Zabala the Deceiver, a powerful enforcer from the Dark Ether unleashed upon the world by Cortifex. For thousands of years, she served Cortifex as one of his Sisters of Agony, and her deep history with the existing Dark Ether entities means they'll all have some scores to settle with her. A chaotic evil charlatan with a devious sense of humor, Zabala's true face hides behind 3 masks. These give her the strength to hover away from operators, striking beneath the surface with electrical eruptions at a moment's notice. Although she is resistant to many forms of attack, that which gives her energy could also be her greatest weakness. So she sounds like a pretty tough enemy to go up against, but maybe if we shoot her in the head between the masks, then maybe that'll take her out. And here we go. Wonder weapons return, both old and new, and there's our friend the ray gun. Let's read further. Our Special Forces operators already have access to dozens of ballistic-based weapons, as well as some melee tools to fend off the undead. But in Season 2, the 4 new weapons across Vanguard and Warzone are just the beginning of what Zombies fans can expect in their arsenals. Very interesting wording here. The 4 new weapons across Vanguard and Warzone. Does that include the wonder weapons coming to Warzone, or is that just the seasonal weapons that we get from the Battle Pass and, from the mid-season update and things like that? That's kind of weird wording, but I hope the wonder weapons come to Warzone. That'd be kind of cool. Through a bit of exploration, elite skill, and perhaps some divine intervention, operators can wield 2 wonder weapons, energy-based arms with mysterious origins and Herculean effects in battle. So taking a look at this here, we have this wild-looking shield, which reminds me of the Guard of Fafnir, and it looks like this shield is going to be obtainable in Terra Maledicta, the Decimator Shield, an all-new wonder weapon offering superior protection and the mighty decimation blast ability. Okay, so literally the Guard of Fafnir. With a unique personality of its own, the Decimator is only too happy to help Kraft's freedom fighters take down Von List's undead army. The other wonder weapon is one that veterans will be familiar with. The classic ray gun returns to zombies. The gold, or rather bright red, standard for wonder weapons since Call of Duty World at War. And I'm glad they acknowledged that because, you know, it should have been in the game at the start, and since it's the gold standard for wonder weapons and stuff, you would think something like that would be at the start of the game, but let's just keep reading. The ray gun fires circular enemy beams, I feel like that's a typo, that can tear zombies apart in just one shot. Look for it in the mystery box or as a lucky loot drop during a match. Moving on, it says new sacrifice objective, story quest, and side Easter eggs. We got this abomination of freakish dark ether magic. Vanguard Zombies' 6th objective calls upon players to disrupt a gruesome dark ether blood magic ceremony. Grotesque structures known as siphon cores will suck the essence out of the surrounding undead. Once they feed, the siphon cores will spawn more zombies than they consumed, unleashing the horde upon the world. Prevent zombies from feeling all 3, and the dark ceremony will be thwarted. That actually sounds kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Terra Maledicta also presents players with a special story quest that introduces Verkana the Last to the action and gives players access to the mighty Decimator Shield. A series of special tasks and narrative revelations will advance the Dark Ether saga as players search for a missing page from the Tome of Rituals that may be the key to defeating Von List and Cortifex. So there's gonna be a story quest in Terra Maledicta. What about Duran Fong? I kind of want to see what's going on there. In addition, side Easter eggs are returning to Vanguard Zombies, this time inspired by the classic Origins map. Ooh, from Black Ops 2. Pick up a shovel and find loot hidden throughout the Eastern Desert, and dig even deeper to uncover all the secrets Terra Maledicta has to offer. Okay, very interesting. We also have a new covenant, Artifact Ward. It says, a new ability joins the Altar of Covenants with 3 tiers of rarity. Equipped Artifact Ward for a chance to trigger your artifact for free when hit by a melee attack from the rear, which can come in clutch when your squad's in trouble during higher rounds. That's actually kind of a nice ability. Rare says, being hit by a melee attack on the back is a chance to trigger your artifact. Epic says, being hit by a melee attack on the back has a higher chance to trigger your artifact. And Legendary says, being hit by a melee attack anywhere has a higher chance to trigger your artifact. That's a pretty unique ability. And of course, we have the Special Task Force Yeti operators coming to the game. We have Anna Drake, we have Thomas Bolt, and then we also have Gustavo dos Santos. So those are the 3 new operators coming to the game. We also have 4 new weapons coming to the game. The first one being the KG-M40, which is an assault rifle. The next one being the Whitley LMG. The 4th one coming in season is the Ice Axe. We saw that in the trailer. And then we also have an SMG, the Armaguerra 43. Whew, well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a lot of content that we went through here in the article, but I still didn't cover everything because I wanted to cover some of the highlights or things that I thought were highlights about this article. So if you guys want to check out the article for yourself, it is linked down below in the description. It sounds like Vanguard Zombies is moving in the right direction. I'm really looking forward to seeing how all of these new additions to Vanguard Zombies help this game mode, because I mean right now Vanguard Zombies is really dry, and I think the Decimator Shield, the ray gun, new covenants, a new map, I think this could definitely help out Vanguard Zombies. But the one thing I'm confused about is, where is the Duran Fong Easter egg? Did the Easter egg get moved over to Terra Maledicta instead of Duran Fong? It kind of looks like that, but I was under the impression that we're getting a Vanguard Zombies Easter egg for Duran Fong first, and then maybe the second map. But we got the second map in Terra Maledicta, which I'm actually looking forward to because it takes place in the Dark Aether. But anyways, guys, what do you think about the content that we're getting for Season 2? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Anyways, guys, that is it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and check out all the links down below in the description so you stay up to date with everything that I do. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.